Walking, Mr. Walking, 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 walking. I'm marching, I am the fire. Oh, I'm marching, I am the light. Oh, I'm marching, I am the tears. Oh, I'm marching, I am the star. Oh, I'm marching, I am the heritage. Oh, I'm marching, I am the moon. Oh, I'm marching, I am the plan. Oh, I'm marching, now we'll go we know. Hey, now we'll go we know. Now we'll go we know. Hey, I gotta win the competition. I gotta win the competition. Hey, now we'll go we know. Hey, now we'll go we know. Now we'll go we know. Yeah, now we'll go we know. Now we'll go we know. Hey, now we'll go we know.
I'm the fire, the most important force in human history. I'm extraordinary. For yes, so I gave him the first portable light and heat. You know what I mean? Yes, so I have the abilities to cook your food, wash your mental tools. Like you, from your pottery, hiding your bricks and dry power plants. Yes, I'm the goddess of fire. I'm gonna win this competition. Woo.
I gotta win the competition. Now we'll go we know. Now we'll go we know. Yeah, now we'll go we know. Now we'll go we know. Hey, now we'll go we know.
I'm the light. I play a vital role in our daily life. Yo, an imperative cross-cutting disciplines of science. In the 21st century, I revolutionized medicine, open up international communication via the internet. I'm the center of the linking culture, economic, and political aspect of the global society. That too, I'm a goddess of light. Yes, I'm gonna win this competition. Yo,
I gotta win the competition. Now we'll go we know. Now we'll go we know. Yeah, now we'll go we know. Now we'll go we know. Hey, now we'll go we know.
alright. I'm the tears. I prevent dryness by coating the surface of the eye. Yo, protecting it from the standard irritant. You know, there is no blood vessel on the surface of the eye. That's true. So oxygen and nutrients are transported to the surface cells by tears. I'm the goddess of tears. Yo, I'm gonna win this competition. Yes.
I gotta win the competition. Now we'll go we know. Now we'll go we know. Yeah, now we'll go we know. Now we'll go we know. Hey, now we'll go we know.
I am the star, very important. Yes, because I help human navigate through the earth. That's true. When darkness comes, I'm the tiny thing that floats in the sky. Light up the sky and giving people light. I'm important because I'm the possibility of life on earth. You heard? I'm the goddess of star. I'm gonna win this competition.
I gotta win the competition. Now we'll go we know. Now we'll go we know. Yeah,
the heritage, I am important. I provide clues for our past and how our society has evolved. I have examined our history and tradition, enable us develop an awareness about ourselves. I help you understand and explain why we are the way we are. I'm the goddess of heritage. I'm gonna win this competition. The larger object in our night sky. I make the earth a more livable planet by moderating our home planet. I wipe on its axis, leading to stabilizing climate. I am the moon, I cause style, creating a rhythm. Yes. That I got a human for thousands of years. Yes, sir. I'm the goddess of moon. I'm gonna win this competition. I'm the plan, ready important for the planet and all living things. I absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen from our leaves. Which human and other animals need to breathe. Living things need plants to live. They eat them and they live in them. We all know plants help to clean water too. I'm the goddess of plant. I'm gonna win this competition.
It's alright. Congratulations, Miss Earth 2020. See you next year. Word up.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet our contestants, Miss Earth 2020, the goddess of fire, the goddess of light.
C'est Black 30, see?
We need to go back on the Sakimo tree. People of Maserati, yeah, let's go back on the Sakimo tree. Fellow citizens, one amen, feed our giant. Complete Bobo, tell with your story. You lie to us, you say you was the light. Bio, you want big darkness.
Fake oppositions.
When black people in the time, one I make and one I let giant. You have a man now, one I make must calm down. That play you stepping and I throw a play, oh. When I'm begging you say, you just gotta calm down. FIFA around, oh. Don't make up calm down. Don't make up calm down. You a phone no around, don't make up calm down. Don't make up calm down.
Get it once up on sweat, get it once up on sweat. If I get it once up on sweat, get it once up on sweat. They want to not smell it, they other one they can smell it, they other one you can smell it, Tifara man, oh.
This time around, who we carrying? You better talking to it. We don't have a plenty of talk, that who we carrying? You better talking to it.
You say you're the light, but I'm so scared. Don't fall for them, the minute I'm so scared. It's a real Potiphar. You can see the light they say they will bring. You can see the salary they promise to share. That's so scared. If I not pay school in this country, if I not pay hospital in this country, if I not pay road in this country, if I building bridges Kante. Tifada Brabi, speaking, respect your Brabi. Thomas Fala coming up, mon keken popo. Talking to love, never no monkey, mon popo. Your popo, we go call it. The contract on your terrain coming up, mon keshu popo. We go call it. The good bad terrain coming up, mon ke mon popo. Your popo, we go call it. The rubber terrain coming up, mon ke mon popo. Popo, we go call it. Barrow medicine, yeah. We go you, Iron of Africa, yeah. Stand with you.
Anything that you talk, anything you want to do. Bella, you feel us. This time around, who we carry? We better talking to baby. We don't have a plenty to talk about who we carry. We better talking to baby. The first time we came with defense system, you are acting like you the best man. Loga. But now we coming with attacking system. To treat you just like one country pigeon. The people that are guaranteed fat and a joke. You like it or not, you want jump in the hole. You know you have a good time, you know you have what you want to. This time around,
We will get it once up on sweat, get it once up on sweat. If I get it once up on sweat, get it once up on sweat. If I get it once up on sweat, get it once up on sweat.
when black people in the time, one I make and one I let giant. Two about me now, one I make must calm down. Really. That play you said in an actual play, oh. When I'm begging you said, you gotta calm down. If I am oh, love me go calm down. Love me go calm down. You were phone or a riot. Love me go calm down. Love me go calm down. This time around, who we carry? We better talking to baby. We don't have a plenty to talk about who we carry. We better talking to baby. It's your banana.
Then c'est black 20. C'est black 20. See?
The trains on the beat. Yes, sir. What I'm making to come down. Yeah. Two hours make that. I will know what I have it on there. So those skin. There's a heavy carton to make it with someone fella. I'm doing my left today, yeah. I'm telling you today. You put someone fella there. Let dirty roads. They see the president. Dirty preachers. Laughing people. I am one piece. Then I put it down.
Hey, your mouth poor hole. Your mouth poor hole. Your bad asshole. If your man born you good, go and vote for Thomas Salah. Then we will step in your man, we will step in your pa. Hey, your mouth poor hole. Your mouth poor hole. Your bad asshole. If your man born you good, go and vote for Thomas Salah. Then we will step in your man, we will step in your pa. Ma and your pa don't born you good. That's the way you're gonna vote for Thomas Salah. Your ma and your pa, when he born you good, that means you vote for Thomas Salah. But if your ma and your pa born you good, when your pa and your ma or your mom and your pa born you good, you will never vote for Thomas Salah. This guy brought disgrace to our community. He disgraced Cabinet Janet. And the Quran says he should be your brother protector. Who know a bastard Madingo man? Who know a bastard Madingo man? When your pa and your ma, they don't do that thing right way. All your pa or bastard or useless Madingo man will vote for Thomas Salah. We can do anything to destroy you if you come. Ma and your pa don't born you good. That's the way you're gonna vote for Thomas Salah. Your ma and your pa, when he born you good, that means you vote for Thomas Salah. But if your ma and your pa born you good, when your pa and your ma or your mom and your pa born you good, you will never vote for Thomas Salah. This guy brought disgrace to our community. He disgraced Cabinet Janet. And the Quran says he should be your brother protector. Who know a bastard Madingo man? Who know a bastard Madingo man? When your pa and your ma, they don't do that thing right way. All the paper or bastard or useless Mandingo man will vote for Thomas Salah. We can do anything to destroy you if you come. There your man poor hole. Your man poor hole. Your pa asshole. If your man born you good, go and vote for Thomas Salah. Then we will step in your man, we will step in your pa. There your man poor hole. Your man poor hole. Your pa asshole. If your man born you good, go and vote for Thomas Salah. Then we will step in your man, we will step in your pa. Man and your pa don't born you good. That's the way you're going to vote for Thomas Salah. Your man and your pa, when he born you good, that means you vote for Thomas Salah. But if your man and your pa born you good, when your pa and your man or your mom and your pa born you good, you will never vote for Thomas Salah. This guy brought disgrace to our community. He disgraced Cabinet Janet. And the Quran says he should be your brother protector. Who know a bastard Mandingo man? Who know a bastard Mandingo man? When your pa and your mom, they don't do that thing right way. All the paper or bastard or useless Mandingo man will vote for Thomas Salah. We can do anything to destroy you if you come. Man and your pa don't born you good. That's the way you're going to vote for Thomas Salah. Your man and your pa, when he born you good, that means you vote for Thomas Salah. But if your man and your pa born you good, when your pa and your man or your mom and your pa born you good, you will never vote for Thomas Salah. This guy brought disgrace to our community. He disgraced Cabinet Janet. And the Quran says he should be your brother protector. Who know a bastard Mandingo man? Who know a bastard Mandingo man? When your pa and your mom, they don't do that thing right way. All the paper or bastard or useless Mandingo man will vote for Thomas Salah. We can do anything to destroy you if you come. There your man poor hole. Your man poor hole. Your pa asshole. If your man born you good, go and vote for Thomas Salah. Then we will step in your man, we will step in your pa.
Senator Dela will find it difficulty to
there your man.
his boo watchers. Senator Dela called me. I have the message on my phone for assistance to pay for his boo watchers.
The protest can bring that bullshit to me. They people do this thing to people who don't know what they're here for. This protest and this spangled group of people in majority here need to be taught lesson. My information, money is passing around. Money in the building, it has compromised these people courage to stand up for the Liberian people. It's not about the money, how you get it. It's not about the money, but how you get it. Today, the Liberian Senate in its uselessness has concurred with the House of Representatives. See the sad faces of staffers in the building.
When Senator Dillon got elected, Senator Dillon will find it difficulty to pay his boo watchers. Senator Dillon called me. I have the message on my phone for assistance to pay for his boo watchers. I gave Senator Dillon $3,000. So there is no way I can be against Senator Dillon. Don't beg me. Don't beg me. Since Senator Dillon became senator, every weekend I've given Senator Dillon more than $15,000 from my pocket. My witnesses are Senator Kabe. So, my dear colleagues, there is no way Senator Dillon can say the protest has a premeditated man. Senator Dillon lives a double life. Senator Dillon comes here in the public, they pretends that it's very clean, but that's the most corrupt senator I've ever seen. Senator Dillon begs. Then he comes here, says the protest wants to have him removed. That's a big lie. Senator Dillon knows from his heart. It is not a good thing. It is not a good thing. It is not honorable. Never honorable to tell the public different things, then come in a corner and act differently. That is very wrong. And that's the character of Senator Dillon. No other senator behaves like that. I'm disappointed in Senator Dillon to stand up here. The kind of friendship Senator Dillon has with me, the kind of assistance I realize Senator Dillon, There's some things, Senator, they don't tell us me. Behind closed doors, then he comes here and pretends. I hate pretentious people.
Things that others should have done that they're not doing, I'll be doing those things. And people see them. People say no. Right now in Sano, the caucus is in chaos, a chaotic caucus. You know, a caucus, you know, is a bridge between the people and the state in terms of, generating avenues, you know, creating amicability, creating palatability, you know, for the government. There's no way that you will develop, you find development in the presence of confusion. When there's confusion, development becomes elusive. Okay, so first, gotta make sure I put people first. Go above tower lines. You know, that Sapo, crew, global thing, graduate from here. Let's look at the country as a unit, so that everything that is done be done meritoriously.
Paramount is no noise. Currently, no noise, the people where you control. But when they heard the 105, you go on the side, how much for mega? Everybody want to talk in this country here. Where are we? Who are you talking to? And they are talking can bring trouble. They are talking can represent peace. Who we looking for? That bring the trouble. I'm telling you. Talk to our children. Talk to our brothers. Because when anything happen here that who is suffer, they will go. They will wonder where go that who will me here. They people can here paper prepare now. But American people, when somebody put trouble down, German don't get nobody paper. They honor with me here. I keep on saying to you, we the indigenous people, we not the problem. That the people who know small, they both, that send the troublemaker in the country. I'm trying to say, from since those in power, we vote for all the paramount chiefs. 130 some good year, no election, no noise. But you who know small, the thing, you got problem. If you say, and you the mathematical, you say, la blue on America, and as more America there, but what they know for? We on America, you go to Nigeria, and you go to Africa, you go all over. The poor country develop. Why won't we all? We who had a superpower. I think we now to try one another. No, in a country, when you get a quick way, you eat a quick way, you die quick way. Body oh body. And when you feel that you want all, you will miss all. La people now your operators. Government just have people who small program where you. They know what you're looking for offer. They know in capital bidding. What you see? Representative, 1 point. Where you see minister and minister making confusion. Where you see senator and senator making confusion. What happened in the country? Are you missing something? Who missing it? You can't problem in the country. You can't get all time. They small the country here. Money. And you want to hear the money in the country by our radio. When you read they call the money in 3 billion, 4 billion. What do you do with the billion? Yo. Oh, the billion, 16 billion, 20 billion, 25 million. What have you doing in the country? Are you getting 1 billion? Bring your people a day. Your people create problems in the country too much.
We understand the heavy burden placed upon our heads to look beyond self and for the people who have a right to feel abandoned and leaderless as they suffer health crises and economic difficulties. We know we cannot fight for the people against the creeping abuses and tyranny of this administration while we fight separately and at times against each other. The wishes of the Liberian people is that we come together, and so today we dutifully commit to the wishes of our people. Democracy is never really strengthened by the number of political parties to register in an election. It is strengthened by the quality of the opposition to hold the government accountable and honest. Today, by this solemn duty, done in respect of the prevailing conditions of the health crisis, we announce to all Liberians, our international
we are coming again. Who want to roll Mama Joe? I coming again. Hoping the road city, she coming again.
Let me welcome all of you guys. To the magnificent Abraka talk show. Yesterday, I was perusing going over the president's speech, the recorded speech.
We first the winners game. We come here again. Coalition for democracy.
I said to him, I like the page. I share this page. Because the discussion here, the discussion here tonight, the discussion here this morning, is going to be quite more interesting.
Say I'm morning boy, I say I come at table, Moscow corridor. Say I'm morning boy.
The so-called president, he have turned his mark. He has turned to the mark.
How don't you shake your body?
This president want to become everything. This man want to become a preacher. This man want to become a dakbana for the people of one country. The man want to become president for life.
We'll celebrate and wear Moscow corridor.
The man is saying that nobody should insult him. And I told him, I said, you president man making a big mistake. And because that position, we will critique you.
You be brothers in your way, we'll celebrate. Nothing you can tell us now, we'll celebrate. Nothing you get to tell us now. We are inside the breeze.
Brothers International, y'all.
Team feeling in a race. Team we feeling in a race. Everybody look at this. Feeling in a race.
Y'all moving on the road. We're gonna be coming in before.
I share this page. Invite one person. Invite two. I need to see the numbers going up before I can start my ball rolling. Music, labyrinth music.
regard to the magnificent Abraka Talk Show. Here we discuss the truth. We don't intend to know it all. We are students. We are not teachers. You know, it was quite laughable on Wednesday evening when I listened to the president. He actually did a self-recording. They recorded the president first. Then out of the mistake, to them out of the mistake, they deleted out of the mistake. Then they told him, put this on the executive mansion website on Facebook by 5 o'clock. That speech was finished by 4:30. And you know, I just laugh. I have critiqued the speech. I have critiqued the speech. There are so many errors, so many mistakes. And that is the reason why Thomas Fowler would never win. That is the reason why Thomas Fowler would never win ADD. Because the president, according to him, he sent an attaché to receive the petitions. You know, CDC chat rooms were totally disorganized that night. I am in CDC chat room. There were most of my information can be coming from. I am there has different name and different user. There where most of my informations can be coming from. The seditious men that get hair on their shoulders, they were plainly mad with their president. But the men cannot foresaw. They went in the chat rooms. In the chat room, that's where the men went. The men were vetting their anger. If even the president was doing something that's very important, which of course I know that he was not doing, the people planned their protests. The people said Monday they will go to the national legislature. Tuesday they will go to the president to go to hand deliver the president on the petitions. On Wednesday, the people said that they will have a speaker series. That they will invite so many speakers to speak to them about the rape. But the president refused to adhere to the people on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, the people marched to the president's house. And by the way, the former president, the guys that was at Fish Market, the former president, she dressed up, she went there. And then this president is coming to an end. Folks, today Friday. Yesterday was Friday, I mean. This morning, we are going to touch out of the base. All of the base will be touched. And I leave it with you for you to call here and give your view. Let me say it clear. If you can't call back, want to go to the CDC, because Mark this day, the Kekolba will declare his support for the CDC. You know, few months ago, Yeke Kolba wanted to go to the CDC when he called the speaker a partisan. Bear on the red flag that we mark on him, Yeke decided to come back, to reverse. And I have that speech here. Yeke If you want to go to the CDC, I understand you can have been terrorized, you can have been tormented by the CDC-led government. If you can want to go to the CDC, and which I know that you can very soon in January, you can will declare his support to the CDC. You will say, I say. But first, let us play you this one.
So, Mr. President, I've been out and about this morning, and the protests and talking to some Liberians about their concerns with respect to what's going on in the country, especially today concerning rape. Thanks for giving me an audience as I speak with you. What's your take on this whole protest about rape?
Well, personally, I'm concerned about the rape, and my government is concerned. And if you can recall, a few weeks ago, I constituted a board, to discuss the rape issues, and I invited the Chief Justice and the Speaker of the House and the pro tempore, the Vice President or President, and Justice Minister, the Ministry of Gender, and then the Finance Minister, and with other civil society, is to address the issue of rape. Because according to the Gender Minister, rape is getting rampant, and then we brought her to show us the way forward. And at the end of the day, she presented a document and on rape, and we thought that it's important to address the rape issues. And I spoke to the Finance Minister right away, and some of the concerns he gave was difficult to detect who the rapists are when they get them. They need the faster way to track those that are in this kind of behavior, and they thought that DNA machine were going to be the best one. And our partners were given 2 machines, and I ordered let me not use the word order, I asked the Finance Minister to add another 2 machines. What that tells you is because I'm concerned about rape. I wanted to know the perpetrator expediently, and then so they can address through the laws. And that's why the Chief Justice was present. And we asked the team to go back and come back to us, and some people suggested a punishment for people that rape. Some people thought that capital punishment were going to be good, to deter rapists from doing what they're doing. And it was put on the floor, on the table for discussion, and they're supposed to come back to me. Then saw our citizens in the street, and protesting on rape, which of course I applaud them. I think it's a good thing to show that they're serious. While we are at a high level trying to talk about rape, they also had a point to march for it. It was meant to showcase something good for our society. So and I just hope that they continue to help for us to fight this madness in our society. And as I watch the television today, and I see what was happening in the street but what I didn't like is that you got other people within the group, and was trying to disrupt what was meant for good. And these are the kind of people we need to advise not to be with serious-minded people, because if you go in the street to talk about a rape, you have to be civil, and it has to be guided. So we all concerned. I have kids, and I feel for those young children, and I want to fight with them.
The concern is they haven't heard from you because they haven't seen you to make yourself visible for them to present their petition. Why have you not made yourself available, Mr. President?
I just want to let them know that I'm with them, and this is why, because of respect of what they're doing, I send my protege, to take the petition, which is right. but I was surprised that they refused to give it to my protege. What they need to understand that the government have a representation. When the president designates someone to come to people of our society in everything they're doing, whether it's protest, whether it's a message, and the president is not available and he send someone to represent him, they should see that person as the president messenger. I don't think the president should be booed or disrespected, because if you disrespect that person, then you also tell the president that we don't care what you say and how you feel. So that, going forward, anyone that goes to represent me for any petition, I think that because of the respect for government and the way government work, they should give them that petition. It's not the paper, it's the message that is coming to the president. I don't have to be there. I could be busy and send somebody to collect it. If I didn't send anybody to collect the petition, then I don't care about what they're doing. But of course, you know, I care. In 2017, I was in the street marching from City Hall to where we were gathering for rape. So that it's a serious case, and we need to address the issue together. And this is why we called the stakeholders on the table for people to bring ideas to find a way through the law. Because we're in a constituted country of law, where the laws are enacted, and then we govern by the law. So if anything needs to be changed, anything needs to be added, we need to get on the table and discuss it. You know, the rape issue is not today. It's a long time thing, but I think we can defeat the people that rape. When we get together, when we put for good ideas and work together, or not see each other as the person against raping and the person not because they did not go for a petition. No, I'm the president of the republic. They elected me. They gave me functions, and my function is to represent them. Have deputies and have representation. If they don't respect that, then their own government, then they don't respect the government. I don't have to be there. You know, I want to be there, but I was not able to be there. So I sent somebody. You know, and I hope going forward, Liberian will understand that when the president is not available to take a petition, it doesn't mean that he doesn't care. He cares, but he's not there at a time. He will send somebody to get it. When I don't address the issue, then you can come back and say, well, we'll give you our petition. You did not address the issue. So we will not have problems.
Former President Sharif just went there today to identify with the protesters. What do you think about that?
I think she's a citizen, former president, and she did a good thing to listen to their concern, but what I didn't like, those that were in the crowd, trying to disrespect the former president, it wasn't a good thing. And I don't think going forward, any citizen that are concerned that goes to a protest and trying to talk to them, they should be given the platform and with respect. You cannot be approaching or dignitaries or human being for that matter. So I don't think she was addressed the right way, but she did the right thing. She's a former leader. During her time, we got in the street to walk. We're not protesting, but we were letting the government know that rape is not a good thing in society in 2017, and she was the president. So you see, the issue become a national issue, even though she's not there. But again, I applaud her for leaving her house to go there. And I show if she couldn't, if she was not there, she was going to send somebody to meet with these people. It's our responsibility to send a representation all ourselves. So I think she did well.
Your citizens are concerned, definitely, and you two are very serious about tackling rape. How soon can we begin to see some new measures? Because I understand you expect down this commission you set up to do a report to you for further action. How soon can we see some further actions?
Well, what I can do as a chief executive to make sure that we put in all mechanism for this to be successful. And this is why I brought in I'm trying to get DNA machine. Even though we're getting some from our partner, but we're getting more DNA machine so we can be able to determine who the rapists are. But at the end of the day, it's a judicial issues that can be discussed. Because you're talking about penalty, you know what I'm saying? It's not the president You know, it's the law. You understand? If he says someone will be incarcerated, someone will have a capital punishment, then it should be discussed. Remember, a lot of people believe that, oh, it's a dictator, but I'm always on the side of the law. I follow the law. And that's why anything I do, I want to make sure that it's in accordance with the law. So the rape issues here, and as I say again, I applaud Liberian that came to the street sincerely to talk about raping. So we'll continue to engage, to sit on the table, and all the well-meaning Liberians that are really serious on the rape issues should make sure that they come on the table to address it. Why don't they put themselves together and go to the national legislature to sit with them to talk about the rape issues? I think we can start a conversation.
Starting a conversation, let's talk about the security forces today. There are complaints about some of the protesters that they were manhandled by security forces, especially the police. What do you say about that?
Well, if they did that, I seriously condemn that. But again, the security forces go to the street whenever people protest to guard them. And we have to be honest. You have some people that break the laws. And these are the people the police are trying to weed out. Sometimes, because they're in the port of crowd, some innocent citizens get, some of these hits and what have you. And it's wrong to do that. And my police director know, the IG know. Every time he goes to the street, I tell him not to carry arms or needle or lethal weapon. So that if that happened today, then it's unfortunate, and I hope that the IG take note and it doesn't happen again. If you look at the history in the country, since I came here as a president, you see that protest is ongoing, and because we believe in human rights, and we want people's right to be respected. It doesn't matter what they say, the right have to be protected. Like I said, you have some innocent people that went there with a sincere heart to make sure that they talk about the rape, but other people were there. I just want to remind you, I watched live the television. You see how many people were insulting the president. Those things are wrong. We're all talking about rape. Why someone should be insulting authority? It's wrong to do so. So going forward, we need to we got to know who all are protesting, where they come from, what they're doing. When we know that, it's easier for them to be guarded, and I don't think police will come in the street. But when you have protests, a broad protest where you have everybody, other people coming to do.
That one I have to cut the president off. First and first, I want to tell my viewer thank you. You see, the president talked about he constituted a committee. Already, he said that he constituted a committee. You cannot constitute a committee that comprises of the speaker and the Senate President and the Chief Justice. You cannot. Those are three separate branches of government. You cannot. And so for me, I believe that our president's statement was faulty. That was never true. That he never constituted any committee. The president talked about he constituted a committee that comprised of a speaker, that comprised of the Senate Pro Tempore, that comprised of the Chief Justice, that comprised of Frank Musadi, the Justice Minister. Oh yes, you can constitute a committee that comprises of the Justice Minister. But you cannot constitute a committee that comprises of that speaker, comprised of the Senate Pro Tempore. So that means that the president lied to us. Plain blank. No if and only about it. The president lies to us. About rape, the president said that DNA machine, that is not all. To fast track a a rape cases, DNA machine is not all. To get 2 to 3, 4, even 5 DNA machine, that is not all. You need for people to be trained. You need for people to be trained on sexual assault, and forensic science. So the president lied to us about that. The president talked about putting forth a table, that they put the matter on the table. Amen. For the fact that the president heard that the people went to his house, all the people gathered to SKD. Amen. Right? Especially when the guy told me, when I heard from his, one of the representatives, that the leg get 4-year-olds get was tear up with razor blade for that get to penetrate, for that man to penetrate his knobbly. 4-year-old get, what satisfaction you will get? What more? Let me take on. What more satisfaction you will get? What more satisfaction that you will get to rape 4 years old? Even if it's not 4 years old, but the issue of rape, it should be condemned. I am just sick and freaking tired of this president. I am sick and freaking tired of this president. This president is not a good president. This president is not a good president. A good president will walk out to the people. That's what Madam Salif did. When the guy was demonstrating, the high school guy from Tokmeham, Madam Salif called him to sit down. The security apparatus told Madam Salif to not go there. She said, I got to go there because that's my people. That's how little behave. Not a single time that the people of our country have gathered to go to the president and he have come to meet them. Not a single time that it have happened. And so, folks, you know, for me, I can say the truth. Whether you like me or not. And you're now forced to like that talk show. You're now forced to like the talk show. But the fact of the matter here is that the issue of rape should be condemned to the higher degree. And that is the reason why I gave Madam Salif 99.9% about the issue of rape. Because the madam understood. Madam Salif understood. If you are a rape victim, sometime you may not likely born no more. Because they have destroyed the organ.
We are keeping the awareness. We have been keeping the awareness. I've been threatening on so many occasions. I went to Grange. The poor took away my left. Sometime last week, the government sent my former bodyguards to take away my left. And I'm not getting any support from the collaborating parties. Every institution you enter is to get the institution backing, is to get the protection of the institution. I have not seen it. I have not heard it. Sometimes when I call some hierarchy of the CPP, the first thing they will tell me is, You from the ANC, let ANC start the initiative. We came from the southeast. When the incident happened there, when I called some hurricane of the CPP, what they said to me was, you went with your stand-up bureau for you to go and endorse the ANC candidates. Only the ANC candidate are endorsed. So you people can handle the situation. We need to be serious. The Liberian people are looking at the oppositions, and one man cannot be the opposition. Politics is not giving bread to somebody to eat. It's about looking for the weakness of the ruling party to capitalize on it, to make a game. We got our legislators, the CPP lawmakers in the Capitol building. We got a lot of our lawmakers there, the deputy speaker with the CPP. For any time I read communication, nobody got interest. I had to fight. In recent time, when the poor man took away my left, when the incident happened to me with 102, when I brought all the issue, I fought hard. And I was buttressed, but people are not supposed to buttress me. This people came on and say, we need to put the callback communication on the agenda. Where are my CPP lawmakers? Where are my CPP colleagues? I have not been paid to do what I'm doing. I'm not expecting any pay from anybody. My job is to advocate for the people. If I have to advocate as an individual, we are getting to the point. If I have to advocate as an independent candidate, we are getting to the point. I was doing it before coming to the CPP, and I was doing very well. But you get to an institution to collaborate with people so you can push your agenda. In my mind, there's a lot of things lacking that need to be handled. And I get between now to January. This is my last press conference. Time indefinite until I get ready to come back to the press. When I get back to the press, I will tell you people my next location. And I will do it off fear or favor. My left cannot be threatened. Nothing is being done. Nothing is being heard. I wrote the justice ministry. Nothing is being done. I got recalling. Like Keita said, he and his men, that plateau. The recalling is here. I will share with you people. That they will get after me until they get rid of me. I got a recalling. And the recalling is with justice ministry. Nothing has been done. Where is the CPP? Where is the CPP? This is not a threat. I am not nobody. But I need to respect myself and respect my right. And respect the appreciation from the organization that I am a part of. Maybe I'm doing something that the CPP do not like. That is why I have been abandoned. But let me say this. This is not a sign of weakness. I know that the president wants to take away my left. And I'm going to be available. I'm going to be ready. I already got people looking for me. And I will defend myself. I will defend myself. Please be aware. Mr. Minister, I will defend myself. Because all of you people are part of what's going on. We will not sit there and the country go back to war. That is one, Mr. Minister, you want. You want the country to go back to war. Yesterday, we have our CPP lawmakers. Honorable Gueglo is part of the CPP. When we were talking about the rape issue, I wanted to make my input. The speaker denied me when he raised the motion for the committee to be set. And when the committee was set, they asked for readiness to vote. I raised up my hand. I said, I will be unready to vote. I'm unready to vote. When the speaker asked me to state my unreadiness, I said, I will be ready to vote. If we can include that the justice minister come here to tell us why our citizens were brutalized, our peaceful citizens. The CPP lawmaker deny it. We're not here for fun. We're not here for joke. If they are not serious, I will push the agenda of the Liberian people. If they are not serious, I will put the agenda of the Liberian people. We are not jokers. 12 years, CDC kept Manaseli feet to the fire. 3 years, the CPP cannot keep this government feet to the fire. We do not have the support. When you want to talk, they say you from the ANC, so go to the ANC, let them push it up. The CPP got a problem, it need to be resolved. The hurricane, they got a problem, they don't want to tell you all the Liberian people. There is problem in the CPP. The jealousy and the envy one another, they are envious in the CPP. The leaders, they got a problem that they don't want to tell you people. And I'm not going to suffer for it. Between now and January, I could talk tomorrow, and when I talk tomorrow, I will show you my political direction. But between now and January, I will not speak to the press. The next time I speak to the press, I will be telling the Liberian people and my supporters my next direction. If they think correcting the wrong of the government is the right thing, then let them go ahead. You cannot say you're in the opposition, then you're collaborating with the ruling party. You can deceive the Liberian people. And I will not deceive the Liberian people. That is why I suspended my membership. We need to get back to the drawing board. If they want to. If they don't want to, they are not forced. I don't need them. They do not need me. I never ran on a political party ticket and won the district. I am going to speak for my people. Just sit there and have your differences. And you don't want to resolve it. And your thing, the Liberian people will sit and keep watching you people. This is a challenge to you people to come together. Every institution can have differences. You need to put it behind you and stop the jealousy in the CPP. I'm talking about the hierarchy. Our political leaders. You people got differences. You people got jealousy among you people. You people envy one another. Like you people need to stop to bring the collaborating parties together. I'm going to stop you. I'm not going to take any question. Thank you very much for coming, and God bless everybody. Thank you so much.
You see, I feel sorry for Honorable Yeke Kolba. I feel sorry for the brother because this brother won. Their brother have been tormented by this government. And nothing the CPP have done. Nothing the CPP have done. Yes, it is true. The CPP envy one another. Yes, it is true. What is on the truth that the truth cannot be said? And I 100% support Honorable Yeke Kolba for suspending his membership from the CPP until January. And that brother even go to the CDC, I will not regret it. If that brother even go to the CDC for his family life to be saved, for his life. Look how representative. Look how representative, my people. The man have 10 reduced, the man is sick. What is your name and where are you calling her from?
This is Jim Lauba calling from Jersey.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just listening to Kolba right now, and before I go over there, I would just like to reflect on the incident that took place concerning the 4-year-old little girl. If you see like things happening like that, and the government is mute or silent, that means the government got something to do with it, because there are so many stories coming from that country, from our country, from Liberia, that even the head, this guy is raping little girls that's still 12 years old. Then how can...
But that is not in hiding that the president is sleeping with 25-year-old girl. 25-year-old girl.
Yes. If you see the say silent me concern, that's what it is. Because if this man can sit down and just be mute in the whole thing, he got something to do with this thing here. He's not innocent. Because he's doing the same thing. How can you be sitting and then go after a role? They are going to expose you. That is the case with this Joe Weah. And he go behind that and try to surprise somebody that, oh, this person...
What are coming to you?
Like this, he will be exposed because he's doing the same freaking something in that country.
Thank you.
So he's not going behind that.
Thank you.
And then with Yeke Kolba.
Yeah, Honorable Yeke Kolba.
Yes, it's Honorable Culver. One friend and myself were just having some discussion yesterday, around about 12 o'clock. And we went as far as going to Yeke Culver. And then I was telling them, I said, look, you see, the problem we get in the country that is that some people are just a coward. Because the only man so far you hear talking in that country is Yeke Culver. If we have 2, 3, 4, 5 Yeke Culver, the nonsense in that country with this CDC, it will stop. But everybody sit there and just become mute. Everybody sit there maybe they want to focus something. And where that leads you? These people, they are heartless people. That's what I'm telling them. I said, they are just heartless. Because the problem is, this Joe Weah is not educated, and now he's dumping this country in the hole. Because anyone with a heart will not sit down and look at their people struggling, suffering. They cannot even go to school because this man did not go to school. He did not graduate from high school. So he's failed to know that education is the one that developed a country. How will your country be developed and you're not educating the people, you're not stealing the money? This guy is a dead broker. He had no 1 cent in his pocket.
Thank you.
And now he just took over for the first time. Now he broke all the old houses down and building all those mansions. Whose money is that? It's the Liberian people's money.
Thank you.
Just first term, if you can steal like that, first time you say you should be afraid because you don't want to be exposed. But if they make you do that for the first time, and then you stay with him for second time, he's going to sweep the country. So this guy, they need to kick him out. And Yeke Culver, what he just explained is a matter of concern. That his own people that he has joined cannot even support his ideas. What the hell is going on?
The CP cannot support
Why
his
you?
idea.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
What is your name and where are you calling out from?
I'm calling from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Why?
Yes, I listened to Honorable Yeke Culver.
What is your name?
Oh, my name is Charles Yama.
Why?
Yeah, I listened to Honorable Yeke Culver, and I understand his level of frustration.
The man is frustrated.
Right? When let me just draw a little on that.
Hold on, coming to you.
Again, in Liberia, if you somebody who has grown up in Liberia and understand the Liberian political landscape, you have to be mindful. Take for instance, all of the political godfathers we have, the Sipote, the Sawyer, the Pamole, the whole 9 yards. They recruited a bunch of young folks like us when we were young at that point in time. I'm probably 50 plus now. And what they did was they used the younger people at that point in time so that they can accomplish their aim. The tendency they have is, the politicians have is they must use someone's hands to take the hot coal from the fire. And this is exactly what they want done in Liberia at the current time. They want change in Liberia, but they don't want to be part of the change. They don't want to be one of the actors that will make the change.
I'm telling you.
They're all of them making the noise, George Weah, we want change. Who would be there to act to bring the change is the problem. And this gentleman, Yeke, being very earnest in his approach and in his idealistic way of doing things, is frustrated because a bunch of the other guys that are supposed to be sharing his ideas, that are supposed to be supporting him, are sycophants.
Yes.
They want.
The deputy speaker, how will Yeke Culver read a proposal for and then it never appear on the floor, and then you as the deputy speaker, you sitting down from Yeke political party, because the CP and the ANC, the Unity Party and the ANC have come together. They have become CVV. What a freaking wrong!
Patrick, if you and I are from the same organization and are propounding an argument that we support, we're supposed to be the one that support my argument
to be the one that gives support to my argument on the floor. But if I'm propounding an argument and you and I from the same organization, you counter arguing against me, it shows that there's division in the organization. So if this is not the first time it has happened, so the Liberian populace is to be very mindful. Even though we're talking, this is the same thing we did. We want change Dothan, we want change Dothan, but who were the characters to bring the change? They were not united. Look at the bunch of the politicians that were getting up to move Doe. At the end of the day, when we got to the stage where it was agreeable for Doe to move, who to get there, it was war among themselves. Always a repeated situation in the Liberian political scene. All the politicians that want change and want to be there, they don't trust one another. They always want to use other people. Okay. This is exactly how got stuck in office. Because after they started to move Doe and Taylor got in there as a catalyst, they say, okay, when Taylor reached the Banga, they said Taylor must turn it over to them. Taylor said, oh no, am I crazy? The same thing happened with Alhaji Coman. When Alhaji Coman fought all the way from Sierra Leone and Guinea and entered a bombing hit, Sawyer said, interim government said, Alhaji must turn over his territory to interim government. Alhaji said, are you crazy? They said they have to go LPC. Okay. So it's that Liberian political. They always want to other people, so at the end of the day, they be the glorious. They don't want to come forth and fight to be at the front. That's our problem. Okay. So Yeke had to be. If Yeke wants to make any change, he has to create his own block.
Okay. Thank you. Okoro, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Alexander Weah Peters. I'm calling from Minnesota, Brooklyn Center.
Why?
I'm so thankful to you. I'm so happy and welcome back, Abraham, on your show. Mm-hmm. Concerning about the discussion tonight, mostly I'm so disappointed when it comes to President George Oppong Weah. Why
are you disappointed?
Okay, I am a youth. That protest you see that go on, the rape protest, the anti-rape protest, I was part of the committee that we all sat together. We did a Zoom meeting and in order to fight for justice. And then
coming to you.
No politician, nobody prompted us to do it, nobody forced us to do it. We did it on our own because we are tired of hearing rape issue every day, every night. So we decide as a young people to come together to make, for the government to hear our voice, for this entire rape issue to come to an end. When the first day, it was okay. The second day was okay. The third day, the president of the Republic of Liberia ordered his police to stop the protesters not to cross, to even go at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The terrorists tried to go at the U.S. embassy. They tried to stop them. They tried chasing them away. They tried beating them. Nothing the protesters did. And then there was a group of people that were blamed by the CDC government. And number one, who that person? We caught two persons. Christmas Ali. Christmas Ali went on the protester ground the second day. He went and started to fight. He said, why Dawes they don't have to be there? Why you have to see Dawes they don't right there standing in front of us? Hey, Dawes they don't know. When Dawes they don't have a children, he got everybody. So we never thought like Dawes they don't speak for us. No. Dawes they don't, if you see him there, maybe he went down on his issue. We don't know anything about it. But for President George Oppong Weah, I'm so hurt for him to be on this platform interviewing George Weah, and then he telling us say he was watching us live on Facebook, saying everything that happened, abusing him. Man, who has seen that people can call him man? When during the time when Eddie Johnson was there, when his stupid people used to call Eddie Johnson man, when he is sending to be a good
when they used to call Eddie Johnson saying now mother. When they used to call Eddie,
they rather call Eddie Johnson. When they rather call Eddie Johnson, march with Castor in the street. When they rather protest without him in the government allowing them to do it. But you understand, the CDC level government, they protest without any restriction or any approve. But they did it President Eddie Joseph said it, nothing went on. She never do anything. But while this time around, when we the young people decide to fight for justice, and then the president don't want to listen to her at all. And then he came up and saying the solution is to buy a DNA machine test. What the hell you about 4 DNA machine? What will DNA machine do by resolving the problem we want it to be? What will DNA machine? Are you telling all the 15 countries? You trying to carry the DNA 4 machine to 15 countries? How possible it is? And then I was so ashamed and disgraced that he said he get order. I don't want to use the word order. So who is Samuel Tuet? Finance ministers who can't stay in front of us, they will get petition. Who is Samuel Tuet? Who is Samuel Tuet?
Samuel Tuet is one of bear ball.
Huh? Who is Samuel Tuet? You know, my senior brother, I'm so disappointed when it comes to Liberia right now. I am a youth. I've been advocating for young people, and we all standing for justice. We need justice. We need justice. That's why I don't care. Even when I go to Liberia, they want to kill me. I'm going to die for justice. I don't care about anything. But George Weah is a complete nonsense. He's a shithole. George Weah is a shithole. If he listen anybody that listens to that, George Weah is a complete shithole. He's a disgrace to the African nation. A big disgrace. But he don't say that. And he know the good thing. He don't even know when a criminal talking, you can know from their criminality word. The man that the time how he's so dumb and stupid.
Thank you.
I'm so disappointed. Thank you so much for accepting me. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, the problem about Honorable Yeke Kolba, look, Yeke Kolba have taken a family. The mayor have taken a family. The mayor is a city lawmaker. The mayor don't feel that his children's life is safe. Where he is lawmaker of. Honorable Yeke Kolba have to send his children and his wife, his beloved wife, to Ghana. Still the CP is not there. Still the ANC, they are not there. When the stuff happened to Yeke Kolba called the deputy speaker. The deputy speaker telling Honorable Yeke Kolba that it is the ANC, that the ANC people should start the initiative. Fucking Prince Moi, that he don't want to make that utterances. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. Honorable Dixon Sibu, who is not a member of the CPP, that he don't want have to say that Honorable Yeke Kolba requests have to be put on an agenda. What the lawmaker of the CP, they are in a very lower house. 100% support Honorable Yeke Kolba. 100% stand by him. The brother have struggled a lot for 3 years, for someone to be consistent for 3 years. This government have tried the possible for them to call Yeke Kolba over. Still, me playing one other clip.
I was now also able to go for the burial of my sister, young blood, because I've been sick. I'm in my house.
Okay, tell us what happened this morning.
Well, this morning, some of my people in the community came to me and they said they have current problem. So I came here under my post, staying with them. The only thing I saw Keita. He came directly in from a holiday, and said he will kill me. In fact, he worked with DEA. When he killed me, nothing will come out of it. Yes, I've been seeing with DEA. It is true that he worked with DEA. And this.
Carter, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
Hi, my name is Saba Rich Saba, calling from Minnesota.
Saba, go ahead.
Hey, my take on the program is Honorable Yeke Kolba. So what I want the CPP to do, they need to support Honorable Yeke Kolba, because Yeke Kolba is standing in the vanguard of peace. He's fighting to to see how justice can prevail in the Republic of Liberia. And they're sitting by due to their own political ideology, and they're fighting among themselves who to lead the CPP, and they have just abandoned Jacob Coloba. And Jacob Coloba is one of the backbone
of the
within
country.
COP.
Of the country.
Yeah. Yeah. So they need to forget about what all going on between them. The Henry Costa, the Benina Ure, the honorable the former vice president Boyka, the Ure, both of them, the Ynombi, Kanka, Lawrence, both of them need to sit down and see how best they're going to support this gentleman. We are supporting Yaka Korba, which means they're going to fall apart. That's my take.
I am telling you, because if Yeke Kolba go to the CDC, that the downfall of the Unity Party
the COP
or the CPP. No, not
CPP,
not the COP, the CPP.
CPP. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
Yeah. If Yeke Kolba resign today and join the CDC, that's the end of the CPP. Because every secret Yeke will be able to tell the president. Every secret Yeke will be able to tell the president. You know what? You know why? Let me take another caller. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, returning here again is James Lalova, and I just wanted to throw some light on the Honorable Lalova.
Wow.
And yes, you see, Honorable Lalova is actually the man, is like the spokesman and the only man who informed the Liberian people about what happened in this government here. So the ANC will have to see reason to listen to this guy, and if there's anything, they can have the dialogue. But I who here, I trust Jesse Coliver and I depend on him, I listen to him most of the time. But this guy is the only defense for our people. And now you see he's complaining. So for those people, if they got ears to hear, this is the time for them to listen to Coliver, and then if there's any dialogue, to call him into consultation for them to have this dialogue. Other than that, if we lose Jesse Coliver, that means we lose everything.
That means we lost.
That means we lost everything completely, because there will be nobody to stand against this guy again who is just corrupt beyond anything in the history of Liberia. So if these guys really mean business, look, there can be dialogue. If they may be an idea that everybody don't want to support it, okay, I'll have the dialogue. And if you see that his interest is something that is very good for the country, this is what you'll do. But this man is actually the only lonely, standing man that supported Liberian people. He's the only man that informing everybody, not just those in Liberia, but those that are abroad. Because I have not heard or see anyone who's standing in the way of this corrupt government to expose it.
Even the deputy speaker has time to bobo in the laws.
This guy risks his life every day and every night. Every day they hear that this guy is being harassed by government officials. You saw that one or two problems that happened. This idiot who doesn't even know his right, and then think about arresting a lawmaker. He don't even know his position. He don't know what that position stands for or what it does. So this man risks his life for the Liberian people. We are not paying him for it. The Liberian people are not paying him for it. He only doing it in a way like to inform the Liberian people that this is what actually happening. Because you elected us, or we elected them to stand for us, but most of them are only there to seek their pockets. They are not informing the Liberian people. They think that just opportunity got from the Liberian people by electing them, by voting for them. And this is not right.
It is not
so
right.
These guys, it is not right.
I saw Yeke Kolba. First, the mayor is not well. Yeke Kolba is not well. Said just the one time. The mayor, former driver, went to him to go attacking. That the citizens have to rush on him.
And every one of them are aware that this man left is the one this government is fighting. They want to kill him by all costs. They are taking every avenue, whatever will be successful to get rid of this man. All because this man is the only light between the government and Liberia and the Liberian people. Because he informed the Liberian people by showing light on whatever covered by this government here. So if we lose it, this is actually concerning. When I heard him talking, I became concerned. It's very hard to see this man who's standing in the way that's trying to, because there's the people who are around him that are supposed to be supporting him are not supporting him. Because all of them taking stock on a crazy position. This is not time for position. This is the time to be together.
But the
this is the time to hold together and go against that guy.
The CDC kept Saleh feet to the fire.
Yes.
Why
you can't hold their feet to the fire to the end?
What the CP is doing? Why the CP cannot hold the government, the CDC government, feet to the fire heat?
They need to hold this guy feet to the fire to the end. But if they don't do that, they will be sliding backwards. Now the CDC will see their weakness and say, oh, but I think we can pressure these people to be with us, and we are able to get rid of Yeke Koluba, and the Liberian people will be in darkness forever. And we don't want that. We want to be informed. We want to know what the hell is going on in this government. Why these guys are all over the place, they don't want to support the ideas for the Liberian people. Because this guy, the Honorable, is every day throwing light on what happened. This is not the man that closed the mouth. He go in there, he come out, he tell you what happened. Okay. Who the elected official over there that you can point out that doing this? All of them are cowards. Okay. Why? And then you want position. This is terrible for Liberia, and I hope that they will listen to Yeke Koluba now and be able to come together and support his ideas. When there's something that they can now agree on, they can have the dialogue. But this will be very bad for the Liberian people, not just for those in Liberia, but for we who also abroad. Because anything that affects the Liberian people affects them wherever they are.
Thank you.
Thank you, AB.
What is your name and where are you calling on from?
Ibrahim, the Pastor Charles Ako. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Pastor Charles, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm very thankful to God. And you?
I'm trying to be good. When I heard the Yeke story, when I hear Yeke explain it, call bunkers me.
Yeah, and that's what prompted me to call. And I wanted to start off with a question to see whether we are someone
Pastor Aku, the play, you are in a traffic?
Okay.
The breeze is too much.
Yeah, I'm coming on. Are you getting me now?
Yeah, you're much better.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say here is about Yeke. I think.
What are coming to you?
I think they are ready. I will be real. I don't think they are ready to liberate the Liberian people. I don't think they are ready to do different from that of what they are facing right now. Because scripture always tell me that the horse that go against itself will not stand. And we have to put our selfishness behind and put the country first and the Liberian people first. Yeke Koluba had done all.
The brother
he has sacrificed himself, his family, and nobody's speaking up. Alexander coming, I never saw Alexander coming standing up. I never saw the leadership of the CCP standing up to condemn a type or the Dure or the Buaka or the Nyomlikanga. I never heard none of them. I don't know why. And within the CPP, I had a problem there. That's why I'm not part of a political party. My only political party I have is Liberia, the people of Liberia, and God Almighty. That's it. Because we're all Liberia, we're all God, I will not be a Liberian. So political party, no political party. Most of us have put the political party business in our head, and we take our political leader to be a god. So whether he or she is doing wrong, we don't care. All we care about is about him or about her. Because what we can get from him or what we can get from her, that is wrong. And that's what CDC is doing. All the people are defending Weah. What's the difference of that of the CPP? Because within the CPP, you get Alexander community of disciples, they worship him. You get in the CPP, you get Waka disciple, worship Waka. In the CPP, you get Nyobi Kanga disciple, worship Nyobi Kanga. In the CPP, you get Yure people worshiping. So everybody there for their own game. Then what happened to those other Liberians who never had a representative within the CPP to be their own political party leader? What happened? Who talked for them? That is wrong. Then let's not forget for Weah. Let Weah take the country, sell the country, do anything with it. Because if that is the goal set, that they will go in, Weah has stolen enough. Nobody, Labrador people talk, Labrador people suffering, and just talking, nothing happened. So that their mindset to go and do this. I believe 100% that's what they are not speaking against. These things are happening in the country. CPP had to come out to get out of your line. I always say this to people. Satan never fought against himself. Because anytime Satan go against himself, he knows that he'll fall. So Satan never fought against himself. The heart that fight against us will not stand. And that's what I gave the CDT people, I gave a thumb up. As wicked as demonic their leaderships are, they were defended. Because the people only bow down to die and go to hell. And that's exactly what the CPP, within the CPP, your membership is. I've seen the back coming people with be attacking or general year people attacking. They are talking about people. Let just forget about it. Let's just do the job. We are run the country.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay. Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you, man.
Connor, what is your name and where are you calling on from?
Hey, hi, my name is Richard Sabal, again calling from Minnesota, to be exact, St. Paul. Yes, I want to talk about the interview Ledger Hurricane had with George Weah, because I can call him the president. That dumb is very stupid, saying that people cursing his mom, insulting him, and they shouldn't be insulting him. When they insult great king, presidents, why the king insult George Weah? George Weah is a big fool. He thinks he can control the Liberian people. The Liberian people are tired with him. They are tired of his nonsense. George Weah, he's the chief, saying that in command for the rapists. He is the one who constituted rapes in that country. You understand that?
Yeah.
George Weah need to shut his mouth and be able to
coming to you.
Sorry for being plunging this nation into chaos.
Okay. Thank you. Cora, what is your name and where are you calling us from? Cora, what is your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Jessica calling from North Dakota.
Jessica, go ahead.
Yeah, my question, I listened to Yeke Koluba today, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the main thing that he really wants? Because from the way I listened to him, like he was trying to say, CPP not coming to his aid, CPP not united, CPP. So I really want to know what his main point. Not coming to his aid because his car is not even yet free. We're all, like the guy was saying, Yeke Koluba was saying, and we heard CDC had Ellen Johnson said he feet to the fire the whole time. Yes, because Ellen gave them freedom of speech. The government, the moment you talk, why if Henry come out right now and say, I lose my radio station, I lose all the people who are working with me. Some of them were even bought. Henry almost died over there. When Jarvis they don't get out today and say, oh, I'm being targeted in this place. Oh, let my baby daughter tell her you will come out and say, oh, the people almost kill me. The man is setting for everybody. Who will come to your aid? We all in the same target with the man. Anybody come to your defense? The man coming to the person. Everybody is in the main target.
Yeah, but
so who gonna come to your defense?
Yeah, but local aid, Yeke is not just an honorary man. Yeke is a representative for district number 10.
He is a representative. Okay. The man who is after this man is after everybody. If Henry Costa will come out today and cry and say, I lose my radio station today, I have people working for me, and so I will be no more longer talking for the Liberian people. It's the same thing. If Tara Euro will come out today and say, I would not be part of it because I almost died, who came to my aid? Better than Euro were over there, or father, his stomach was burning in him. He couldn't even go rescue his daughter. That's how it is. The people have no power. We have no power. All we have to do is to work together, period. We cannot fight the man. We can't fight the people. The man, the president, the government, he got all the power. He got everybody. You think I can go about the power that went there to go, what they call it, I can go about, you think he went by himself? That the same people sending him. They can go about car with the people. Even if CPP get up right now and carry the government to court, well, who will go to meet? The international community there. International community don't come in your country like that because the country is a sovereign country. The man was elected. Until the citizens of the country get up and say we don't want our president, and some kind of way, maybe God forbid it might be a riot or something going on, then the people can come in. But why would Yeke Koluba want to think that, oh, nobody want to come to my aid, my car, send a bench? Okay, if our money, we say we'll put money together. You carry money, the people will not want to take it. The people want to suppress you. The people had an opportunity because Ellie was not suppressing them. They had a free way to do anything they were doing early time. But just yesterday, it should be an example. You think that we are going to get down for his office? All the ministers, everybody were going to say rape is bad. We all will be on the street here to march today. That man stood in defense yesterday from his speech, from where he was talking. If you listen to what they call it, man, if you listen to the president yesterday, he was defending practically what is going on, what people are doing, what they are raping. He's not even seeing the good part of it. He was seeing the wrong part inside, that other people are joining the group for a different motive.
The man was talking to Tala Ure and
right. He was not even seeing what is. He was not putting himself in a shoe as a father to say, you know what, the country can put a difference aside and difference aside and do good things and work and fight for better things for the future of this country, because our days are over.
Especially when I hear from the representative from Bapulu that a 4-year-old girl was tear. The man used something to tear the girl to penetrate in her.
So why, if the man could he come to people who carry petition like that? He couldn't even come to them to receive that petition and say, and just even waste the water on top. Our old people would say, and put a shame down and say, you know what, my people, I hear you, yeah. But I carry the petition. I go in me and the justice minister and the whole system will go to sit down and go hang here. He couldn't even say those things yesterday. What was Yeke Koluba want CPP to do? We all in a thing together. When you talk the next day, they're wanting you. That low, small music that boy making, that EJ boy making, they're wanting a low ball. So who else? Look at Justina Taylor. You want Justina to sit down and say, oh, nobody care for me? What would we, if there were money issue, to say, okay, we can generate money and give it to Yeke Koluba to go free a car? If that was it, who would have done it? What happened to Tara Ure if she come out and said her business was closed because of something? She don't want to advocate for Liberians again. Is she in it for herself or is she in it for the people? The struggle got to continue. It got to be. So today when I heard you, I couldn't see the vice president Who and the man were elected together? The woman got voice. And she from MPP? Why you think her people got voice to talk? They're sitting there. So I don't know his own role that he really pressing on CPP to do. Like that's my question, because if Henry say I lose my radio station for speaking for the same Liberian people, I lose everything I have. People who are working for me.
I want to get his radio station back.
But it's all the equipment, is it working?
Yes.
Is he making the money that he was supposed to make? All the people that were hired with him?
No, he is not making all the money. But he get all his equipment back.
Look at Tara. Tara almost lose her life. It's not an extra job that they got. No, it's the same advocacy. It's the same Liberian people that they're talking for. So he not. Jacob Koluba is not doing. Everybody's standing up to the president. But when you stand up to him, the man not giving you freedom of speech. He coming after you. So who Bernard Ayure, the man will go after Bernard Ayure through what they call it, Lone Star, all those places then. So who then? Who is not vetting in the whole thing? Who's not vetting? All you have to say is let CPP hold together, period. That's all CPP need to hold together. They need to stand up together. What are they doing? Some kind of little jealousy on there, somewhere in there. Let us keep it to ourselves, because the people are doing their thing too. The vice president, you ever hear her coming up? All the treatment she's going through.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Kora, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
Let us keep it to ourselves, because the people are doing their thing.
Kora, what is her name and where are you calling her from? Okay.
Hi, Eddie.
Kora, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
This Othello.
Yeah. This is the number ending with 7851. What is her name and where are you calling her from?
This Othello Quarter.
My brother, you have to talk fast.
Othello.
You have to talk
Yes,
fast. We
Othello
don't have time for that. Kora, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
Me, Eddie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, yes.
Oh, this is me, Sawyer Eddie. Yeah, Eddie, I just want to say something about that thing in that person, like you're calling president because not my president. That dog yesterday when they played that recording.
Kora, coming to you.
Who the fuck is your mother that they cannot cause Anna? Black Anna with a black fingernails. Who is Anna? Say George where we Salawa must set it all in the corner of his dirty, sarcastic mouth. Who are you? Get sitting. Your man I even know A, B, C, do. Your whole generation, your latest stuff. Don't mean the what? My person is in Jersey. Fractal the pillow. Karen, we are in North Dakota. Just say the but. Who are you? Just say like you. You say that you want to go to church and now you church at the money place. Why you almost finish all the little boys in that place. You and ain't got nothing. Who your mother, who? Everybody in Liberia, mother better center than your mom, your corona man, you get out the street. Sleeping with all the Lancos, workers, those women and husbands, and took trouble in your mind. She brought that baby. I saw you on YouTube. You talking and the people asking you, George, yeah, the Liberian people love you because they say you're from the slum. He said, no, I was never born in the slum. I was from Yekepa. My parents had money. What money? That's it, dog. Big. Thinking the new son. There they are. We come to every day with this. Very way, big in your mouth. But every day until you leave our country. Son of a bitch.
Thank you. Kora, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
Thank you very much, AB. My name is Roland Yima and I call from North Dakota.
Roland, go ahead.
Yeah, let me say happy belated birthday again, AB.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. You know, I was kind of really pushed to call. Them keep monitoring the show, but I was pushed to call because the lady who just left the line had just made, my day. You see, I'm the IT chairman of the COP in North Dakota. It's not everybody that come out to, sell themselves out. But I think this is about time that Yeke needs to, come back. COP is still open for him. We set it down with our number that what is going on within the political landscape of Liberia, you need to read between the lines. When you're fighting as a general on the front line, when you look behind you, you see your soldiers are behind you, it means that you have good support. But honestly speaking, we knew there was something that went wrong. Yeke called back in and said he temporarily, withdrawing from the COP membership. But we knew politically there was some interplay, in
What I'm coming to you.
That we are still fighting out for one goal. And this goal is to see that the current ruling establishment back up for our country because they are messing up big time. And that is the goal we all are championing. Our brother Pedro, like the lady said, Pedro, who has been the largest platform, who has been the largest voice in Liberia, he stood against Malan Salif, ill-fitted policies, bad governance. He spoke extemporaneously, and the very CDC was supporting him. Today, when he started to speak against the bad governance about the CDC, now he became a target. So, honestly speaking, Yeke, I feel for him, yes. Politically, when you're fighting a government, it's not easy. You need the backing. You need backing, but he needs to be strong and he needs to be, on a side. He needs to be on a side where, he can get in full protection because
how long will Yeke Kolba be on the side? How long? Because Yeke Kolba saying the way the CDC mount pressure on the United Party-led government, the way the CDC led mount pressure, it's the same way that he, Yeke Kolba, along with the political parties, the four political parties, that they were going to mount pressure. But it's like there is no pressure to the extent that when the brother carry a bill in the house, a bill doesn't surface the floor. Except one day when he called the speaker partisan. That was the day.
Let me give you quite a few instances. Look, listen to Costa. Many times he tell you that, look, the CPP are not working on the strategies that can actually make this government, even George Weah, to tremble. The strategy is more pressure, more protest, constant engagement. They are not doing that. Okay, but few individuals cannot be fighting, then those who are fighting, you all want to see that there should be a change, but then when these guys take the front line to fight, then you start them in the back. Take for example, the December 30 protest. Step down. All right, how many of them in the CPP that supported Georgia step down? There was a big argument. Oh, Georgia, they will bring war, they will bring it. CPP, the very CPP, they went to the extent where today women play, he lost the chairmanship of the United Party. Only because somebody went behind him and pushed him and said, disagree with this entire protest. We can't be doing that. We need to have a goal. We need to know that what do we want? Get Georgia out of power so that we can have a stable government that will bring a better good to the country.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What is the name? What is the name and where? You have to lower your receiver.
Yeah, if my receiver is gone. Hello, Ebi?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Ebi, will you please allow me to say something? This one is not about Georgia. It's about Rose Russell. Rose, you said like my mother, right? Like your motherfucking bitch, you nunu, you dead body bitch, you stinking dog, you Rose Russell. This show here, that's my show. See, this is not for sedition. This is for us. So if you come in here to insult me, Rose Russell, I will dictate your dog. You ratty woman. You Rose Russell again? You know what I'm saying? You know. I will meet her. We all on Facebook. Dictate dogs like you. The only reason why I answer today on nonsense you wrote there, like my mother, is because Facebook blocked me. Blocked me from making comments for 25 days or else votes. But I come in with my other page. I come in answer this question on the AD podcast here. Okay, Rose Russell, your dirty ass, your stinking bitch, someone like you, chicken poo poo nunu, stinking dead body fish like you. You telling me like my mother, you know my mom? My mother is white. She went to school. She's educated. I dirty till I died. I lay down her fat ass. Couldn't go in the castle. I got big saw some of her bones, saw some of her flesh from under, go forcing her in the castle. Like George, yeah, man. Your dirty ass, never ever you insult your giver. I come here on my other page to give it to you. The person that will answer today, you like your mother, you say color. I the one, okay? I got 100 pages. I come here for you, you dirty dog. Stinking nunu. Thank you, Abby.
Okay.
Bye.
You know, like I said, their platform here is for the oppositions. I don't know how many times I should say that. Their platform is for the opposition. That's the reason why, for me, I'm not involved in taking money and taking money so. That is the reason why I supported their platform with my hard-earned money. Know that, except for my brother Samuel and few individuals who make the camera, available for me. And I must appreciate them. So when you come here, you be insulting my audience. They get ready. I will block you. This is a warning. If you come here to insult me, you are free. But to insult my audience, I will definitely block you. That one, no if only about it. Because they show here. It is for the opposite. They show were established on the basis of opposition. When George Weah said that he wanted me to return to Liberia, that the United States government was going to deport me, it was the opposition that stood with me. And that never caused me for me to narrow down. So you should know, they show here, if for blame the opposition, if you insult any of my members, any of my talk show members, they know that the blacking is coming for you. But on a serious note, on a boyeka yakba ulukalba, he is right. It's right, the brother have fair banner. So folks, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Let me see. I thank you to all of my sisters. They should have been beautiful women. Musus Nana. Ellen Paul. Love Chella Johnson. Atania Seva. Elizabeth Pacatier.
And then my God bless you. If I could let go. Hello, 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 hello.
Rosa.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello.
I pick Helen Jones.
No ball anyway. Come on, then no ball. Go back near way. Come on, near ball.
Othello Banga.
Nemba yelinge, eliya banga, nemba mago, ulugu nyaiba.
Moses Scully. Let me take this time to tell all of my viewers, thank you very much for tuning into one of the fastest growing talk show, the Abraka Talk Show. We are here Monday through Friday. We come out 12 a.m. So have a nice weekend. Make sure you advise all of your children. They say grow the children in a way that she or he should grow and never depart from it. That was the training that I received. And that will be the same training that I will invest into my children. Without shadow, bye-bye for now.